On this channel, we look at the game mechanics for Hytale, and an important mechanic to explore is whether you can make an AFK farm for building blocks. So today we answer the simple question of, can we generate stone? And the second question of, if we can, what's the best way to do it? So the answer to question 1 is quite easy. Yes, you can. On my first ever world I encountered lava flowing over water on the coastline of a Zone 4 island, very similar to what's behind me now. So instinctively I went to look at what occurs below, and as you might expect, we get a layer of stone. And when I mine this stone, we get cobblestone generating in its place. So it would seem that water sources get turned into stone and flowing water into cobblestone. But currently there's no way to make an infinite water source, so I guess we can only really make a cobblestone generator in Hytale. No issues there really, as they take the same amount of time to mine. So immediately we have a cobblestone generator in Hytale. Thanks for watching, see you next time. No. But in all seriousness, this does work, as you can actually float while AFK in Hytale. So if I start mining and let go, I stay here, I don't sink. But we do have a problem, I can't actually pick up the blocks even if I'm right up next to them. So I have to swim down and collect the stone before it despawns. But what if I want my cobblestone generator not in the ocean? Well, let's have a look. Let's pick up some lava with a bucket. Oh. Well, I can't. I'm clicking and nothing's happening. That does limit things. So it looks like we must go to the lava rather than bringing the lava to us. Now, unlike a certain game, I haven't seen any surface lava. In Zone 1, that is, where most people have their base. So that means the closest lava spot is probably in the underground caves. You could use a teleporter and then you could kind of build your farm anywhere and it doesn't really matter how far away it is, but I don't really think it's worth a teleporter for that. Therefore, underneath your base is probably the best bet. Now the best thing to do is to find some flowing lava or get some lava flowing by breaking some blocks around it. From there it's much the same as a certain other blocky game, block the lava flow. Then where you want to spawn the cobble, dig a block down, and then place water behind. When you remove the block, cobble should generate where the flowing water is. To be safe, as there are some pretty nasty mobs down here, it's probably worth putting a little box around you. Now here is one I made on my survival world. Quite a looker now, I should probably turn this into a building channel. When I go inside, you'll see that there is a big hole behind where I mine. This is because after you destroy the cobblestone, you start kind of mining the block behind. I'll put a block behind to kind of show you what happens. When the cobblestone regenerates, your mining progress on the block behind doesn't reset, so eventually you'll mine through it. This keeps happening until the blocks behind are out of your range. Gets me to thinking, what if instead of one cobblestone generating at a time, we had a row of them? That way the blocks behind that we're destroying are also helping us to get cobblestone. So I'll start in creative to see what's even possible. So with this setup, I'm able to make a row of cobblestone generators. So let's test it with a pickaxe. So yeah, we see that we can mine loads of blocks pretty quickly with this setup. But you'll notice we're not actually picking up most of them, which makes this worse, as you get the same number of blocks, but you waste most of your pickaxe durability. You could, I suppose, stop mining, get up, pick it all up, but then you're wasting time. You can't actually AFK automatically for more than 10 minutes before the stone starts to despawn. There's no way to pick these up with something like hoppers, or even channel them towards us with a water stream, as that doesn't work either. So we will need to get inventive. But before we try and maximise the efficiency using multiple generators, we need a baseline performance for a single cobblestone generator to compare these two. Now this is an easy value to find. Well, kinda, it does depend. So if we want to use an adamantite pickaxe, you gather cobblestone at a rate of 1 stone per 1.875 seconds, which would get you a stack of 100 in 187.5 seconds, which is just a little over 3 minutes. But you may not want to use your adamantite pickaxe for this, especially if you're going to go AFK, as it's quite a waste of an adamantite pickaxe. Any tool tier above iron will also break the stone in one hit, so you could use a thorium or cobalt pick, as these are made from materials that are easily farmed, but still potentially a waste here. So what I liked using was just crude pickaxes, as they're very cheap, and you just need to return every couple of minutes and swap them out for a new pickaxe. This is much simpler and cheaper. Doing this gets you a cobblestone at a rate of 1 stone every 2 seconds. This isn't that much slower than using the adamantite pickaxe, and this is because there is a limit to how quick the cobblestone generates. You could definitely see from the footage just how much time is spent swinging at the air with the adamantite, So for a single generator, it's definitely not worth wasting an adamantite pickaxe here. The big downside with the crude pickaxe is you do have to come and swap to a new pickaxe very often, or it'll be insanely slow. I mean, look at this, it takes ages to break the stone with a broken stone tool. But there's an even better pickaxe solution than these two. Here I have a broken adamantite pickaxe with 0 out of 40 durability, so I've already repaired this 9 times and it literally won't let me repair it anymore. So I could salvage it. But you'll notice if I actually try and use this pickaxe, it still works. And it's actually the exact same speed as a crude pickaxe, requiring 4 swings. So if we use this, we don't even waste an expensive pickaxe, and we don't need to come back and create new pickaxes and swap them out. So we can in fact indefinitely AFK here. So I will use 2 baseline numbers for a single cobblestone generator. The max possible using an unbroken adamantite pickaxe, and an AFK speed using the broken adamantite pickaxe. These are a second 187 and 200 seconds respectively. So let's see how far we can go and improve this. I'm spending a lot of time assessing pickaxe speeds here, but it's worth a quick check to see if we can destroy the stone in a different way. I know these mushrooms would work, but I can't actually pick them up and grow them myself, so that won't work. The goblin dude with the bombs, unfortunately, or I suppose in most scenarios fortunately, doesn't actually destroy blocks when his bombs explode. The same goes for the bombs the player can craft and use. So unless I've missed anything, we are stuck with using pickaxes. Oh well. So here is a basic double cobblestone generator. It still uses a singular lava source. The water comes in from the side so that I can stand in front of both cobbles and pick them up, but I don't drown or touch the lava. I then stand so that my head is at the same height as the cobble so that I can aim upwards and not dig away the blocks that could affect the flow of water or lava. In terms of speed, with the broken pickaxe, we've pretty much maxed the efficiency here, as there's no time at all where we're not breaking stone. And we get a speed of 1 stone per 1.5 seconds, so a full stack in 150 seconds, which is 50 seconds quicker than the single generator's 200 seconds per stack. With an unbroken adamantite pickaxe, and we use this, we get stone at a little faster than 1 per second, a full stack of 100 in 94 seconds. So this is, as you'd expect, nearly twice as fast as with the single generator, as still the limiting factor is waiting for the cobble to reform. So for the crude or broken adamantite pickaxe, we've already made the optimal farm. But let's see how fast we can get with a full unbroken adamantite pick. Now this is actually pretty challenging, as there's no way to move the player, and we can only get blocks from a block away, and we can't move unless we use minecarts, and these are really buggy, and I always ended up derailing, often into the lava. So the best I got was this setup here, where the player manually moves back and forth, which in theory you could do automatically with a clicking script. It managed a speed of 1 stone per 0.62 seconds, which is a stack in 1 minute. But if you're having to put in inputs and you're going back and forwards, you may as well just strip mine, and you might even find ores that way. So in my opinion, until minecarts are less buggy, or until there is a way to collect items automatically, then there is no point in building more than a double system. So let's provide some weight to my claim, and I will build this generator for myself in my own world. So here's a good spot, by the entrance to my iron farm, so I already have an easy way here, and there's lava right there. So let's clear out a spot, keeping the lava at bay. Then digging to the sides and waterlogging the stair blocks. Next, making sure to dig out below the flowing water so that it goes down into the hole and not to where we stand and not to where the lava is. Now we can release the lava. And good, it generates the cobble in the correct spot. That was easy, a 5-minute build max. Now I spent some time decorating the area and making it safe. This took a lot longer than actually building the functional part. Well, that's kind of how it goes, doesn't it? Now we can use it safely. Oh no, we're actually destroying the block at the back. That's not great. Okay, so I've replaced that with a wooden block that the pickaxe isn't really good at breaking, which means any damage we do actually do to it will reset over time, so we'll never actually break that block. With that small addition, we're done. Now before I wrap up this video, there is another way to automatically get cobblestone than a cobblestone generator. Here is a golem that guards the Forgotten Temple portal. All we need to do is put a spike down on this spot here. Now every day when he respawns, he'll be damaged by the spikes and drop cobble. It's not as good of a farm, it'll only get you like 25 a day, but a good passive farm to check in on occasionally, as it does also give you valuable crystal shards. Now, that about covers everything you need to know about cobble generators in Hytale at this time. But do let me know in the comments if I have forgotten anything. I'll be sure to create a new video if anything changes in the future, as we are only in pre-release here, and things are bound to change or be added in the future. This is a new channel, so if you enjoyed the video then please do leave a like, and if you want to see my future videos exploring and experimenting with different Hytale game mechanics, then be sure to subscribe. It's free and it would really help this channel grow. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.